slipped to a 9-run defeat at the GS Bowl against Hampshire in the second of their NatWest T20 Blast games of 2016. After beating Somerset first time out, Kent were in the field first after winning the toss and were celebrating the wicket of England's James Vince in the third over. Things began nicely until an expensive sixth over of the innings from Ivan Thomas. Both Jimmy Adams and Michael Carberry struck the bowler for maximums as Hampshire were able to get to a score of 47 for 1 at the end of their 6 overs of power play. But the boundaries then dried up before Adams on 18 found Fabian Cowdrey off Matt Coles, leaving with Hampshire on 55 for 2 in over number 9. Coles then got shot of Adam Wheater in his next over, David Griffiths with the catch this time as the home team struggled to push on. Shahid Afridi and Carberry did their best for a good home support, adding 40 in the next 5 overs. Only for the former on 21 to be bowled by Cowdrey, Hampshire on 113 for 4 with 4 overs remaining. By then, Carberry had completed a runner ball 50, but he was out for 54, Coles and Thomas combining to slow their hosts up further. And things were even better for the Spitfires in the same over when Sean Irvine was taken behind by Sam Billings before troubling the scorers. Darren Sammy, World Cup winner in March, then sent Griffiths into the distance before Cole struck twice more in the last over. Sammy did well in getting to a 15-ball 27 before giving Joe Denley some work to do. And then Liam Dawson was held by Cowdrey. A 4 was struck off the last ball as Hampshire ended their 20 overs on 158 for 8. Coles with figures of 4 for 27, his best in this format. Kent would certainly have fancied their chances of chasing that down, especially when Daniel Bell-Drummond and Denley got the reply off to a very solid start with what looked to be a match-winning partnership of 75 in the first 10 overs. Both men batted superbly in that win over Somerset, and they appeared to be making light of this job at hand. As we approached the halfway stage of the innings, there appeared to be only one winner here. The big moment came when Denley was bowled by Dawson for 31, but with plenty of batting still to come, getting 82 runs off the last 10 overs didn't seem to be a really tough task. But Afridi had other ideas. Using all of his experience and skills, he saw the back of Sam Northeast for a couple, 79 now needed from 54 balls. Billings came and went quickly, Gareth Berg winning the leg before decision as the batsman departed for 3. Darren Stevens looked as if he'd put the ship back on course when he went big off Dawson, leaving 51 to get off 6 overs. But Sammy then put the game in the balance with 2 wickets in 2 balls. Stevens was LBW for 18, before Alex Blake gave the same bowler a return catch to leave Kent on 112 for 5, requiring 47 off 5 overs. Bell-Drummond had by now passed a 50 from 43 balls, and with him still in, the game was there for the visitors to win. But Afridi then turned the game once more. Bell-Drummond had to go for 64 when he was stumped off the Pakistani legend. And then next ball, Coles picked out Dawson to lead the Spitfires in some trouble on 133 for 7, all 7 wickets falling for the addition of 58 runs. The 18th over cost only 4 and saw the back of Cowdrey for 8, another LBW decision going against Kent. And when Tino Best completed a Sammy over by bowling James Treadwell, it left 16 more runs to find off the last over with only 1 wicket now in hand. There was a brief reminder of the World Cup final when Griffiths hit the first ball of the last 6 over the boundary rope, leaving 10 more to get. But 2 balls later, he had his stumps disturbed by Berg, and Kent were all out for 149, the last 9 wickets adding only 74. And that meant a loss by just 9 runs, but the Spitfires will hope to right that wrong as they return home for some Friday night T20 cricket against a confident Gloucestershire team.